In today's episode of Project Ozone 2 Kappa Mode Creative, we finally get the ME controller. Let's get into today's episode. In the last episode, well, we made this beautiful little Britannia setup, and we also made our very first set of Terror Steel as well. Today, I think I want to go ahead and fight the Gaia Guardian if we can. Now, I know that we're gonna need to go ahead and make the Zavikio ingot and the Master Infusion Stone, which actually doesn't even look like it needs anything too complicated at all. Yeah, we just need that block of Terror Steel and the alchemy catalyst. You know what? We can actually do that like right now. I didn't think we were going to be able to do that fast, but I thought we're going to need the Gaia Guardian for some stuff. So let's start with the alchemy catalyst. So the alchemy catalyst is going to require these brewing stands, which, you know what? We don't have blaze rods, surprisingly, which I think we do have blaze powder, right? I thought we had blaze powder. Yeah, we have 2 billion of it. It's going to make the blaze lamp. Yeah, no, that's not really what we're looking for. So I think I have to head to the nether real quick and boop some blazes. Now that we have the blaze rods, let's go ahead and try and make the alchemy catalyst. So there we go. The alchemy catalyst is going to need 2 brewing stands like so. I think that's really it, right? Boom. And what we're going to do is take this guy and shove it underneath our mana pool, and then that should in theory give us what we need. So let's go ahead and take that, put that there, and we need to, what do we need again for this? I believe, all right, the Terror Steel block, and I don't know if I have a crafting table up here. I do not. I'm just going to come over here and quickly use this crafting table to make a Terror Steel block like so, and that's going to make us our very basic infusion crystal like so. And you know what, let's actually grab a bunch of this Black Lotus stuff and make sure that we fill this up, and then drop this in there, that in there, then that, and then that. I believe that is the final tier. Beautiful. Now the fun begins. So now we need to take the Minicio essence, right, and we need to take it and convert it using the extreme. You know what, actually, let me double make sure that this works, and we do this. I actually don't know if this works like the 1.12 version of Mystical Agriculture, where the Master Infusion Stone can do all the other ones. It doesn't look like that is the case, unfortunately. So if I use you on this, yeah, we need the master one. Okay, so mass Zavikio block, which requires Zavikio. All right, so yeah, we need to make one of each of the other ones as well. Okay, now that we have all the other infusion stone thingies, let's grab the weak one to turn our Minicio into Akishio, and then let's make 4 of those. Oh god, that's really laggy. I do not like that at all, but we're gonna have to deal with it. And then let's make sure that we also create a view like so, and then take 4 of those, and then that is gonna get upgraded into the next tier. So if we look at infusion, that should be regular, and then regular is going to turn us into Imperium. Oh no, Crucio. Okay, Crucio is then going to go into Imperium. Imperium then's probably going to go into Zavikio, if I had to guess. That would be my guess, honestly. So if I take this and we take it and surround it with the next stone, which we do not have currently, but we do have it, which is going to be the strong one. That's going to make the Imperial Essence, and then the Imperial Essence, which is the one that we're going to need to turn hopefully into Zavikio, which is going to be Poggers, I hope. So once we do that, we're going to unlock a whole bunch of stuff, I think. So Zavikio like so, and then we need our extreme orb like so, and then that's going to be the final essence of magical crops here, which unlocks us a lot of stuff. Actually, this gets us a lot of stuff. Alrighty guys, so before we even do anything, I want to immediately upgrade my armor to Zavisio armor, like really badly. So Zavisio ingot is going to require this mana infused diamond essence, which is going to require us to make the Zavisio, what is it called here, the Minicio block. There we go, take that. And by the way, way, to make the mana diamond infused essence, we're gonna need this raw essence, which we can get from any like raw artifacts basically, which yeah, let's make sure that we actually creative that actually. Let's not be silly now. Let's not get a little too crazy. Get out of here, skeleton. How dare you try to attack me. There we go. That's gonna be that. And we should be able to go ahead and make the Zavicio ingot now, right? So Zavicio ingot is gonna require that plus mana steel. I should probably make this as well. We're gonna definitely need that. So let's go ahead and make sure that we creative that bad boy like so, and we're good to go, right? So Zavicio armor is just gonna require me to make the Zavicio ingot, which we can now make. Beautiful. Which just beggars the question, actually, now that I think about it now, I'm probably gonna need to make all the other Zavicio stuff, aren't I? That's gonna be really annoying. Just like I thought, each one of these ingots has its own essence. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh bollocks. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I can already tell this is gonna be a lot of fun. So raw infused ingots here. There we go. We only need one of those, right? And then this is gonna require iron infused ingots, of course. Yep, there it is. We gotta do all the iron infused ingots, right? We gotta do them all. Let's go ahead and get the next tier as well. And then the Imperium one is gonna need gold infused, which is gonna require, I guess, more of this raw. Actually, no, we don't even need that. Perfect. So gold infused ingots is gonna use the other thing that we have. Let's go ahead and make a little bit more of this. There we go. And then make some of this, and we should be good to go to make the Imperium essence or ingot. Beautiful. The reason why I want this armor so bad is because, dude, I just want to be able to fly without wearing. I need a Spectre helmet. I totally forgot. This is totally a thing. Oh god. How far back do I have to go? That is so far back. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I can probably do iron gear if I had to guess, because I did get a bunch of iron gear from opening chance cubes, but like that's kind of not ideal now, is it? You know what I could do? I could open up a bunch of loot crates and then do it. Oh, that's just full despair, I guess. I guess we won't be doing that. Anyways, let's try to get the ME controller then, because yeah, we're pretty close to that actually. I think we can make the growth accelerators now without any problem, because we got the Zavicio ingots. We have Fluix blocks. We're just missing the Fluix blocks, which we can make relatively simply, and then the titanium wafers, titanium ingots, and some silicone, and that's really not even that bad. So titanium ingots. Now what do I have inside of here? I do not have what I need. So one titanium ingot with 2 sets of silicon. So 2 sets of silicon, and then they want, I think, a redstone torch was the top of the item there. So 1 set of redstone torches, that would be perfect, and that's gonna give us a titanium wafer. Now that we have the titanium wafers, we should be able to go ahead and make the growth accelerators, which is poggers. Let's go ahead and make one of those bad boys, and then of course we got to creative that. And once we creative this, we can also make the bigger brother of it, by the way, which is the other growth guy, which is hiding from me right now. Crystal growth chamber. Instead, we are just gonna require a logistics MK5. Oh, that's gonna be a little rough. So I take this guy, and then we gotta upgrade it with diamond chipsets. And yeah, well, actually no, yeah, we gotta upgrade this with diamond chipsets. Do I have diamond chipsets or no? I might not have diamond chipsets yet. Yeah, doesn't look like we have diamond chipsets, which is gonna be diamond and redstones upstairs in the lasers. That's actually not even that bad. So let's grab 1 redstone and 1 diamond, and let's go make the diamond chipsets. And boom, just like that, we now have the logistics chassis MK5. Let's go ahead and work on the growth crystal chamber here. And the last thing that we need is a obsidian chest, which shouldn't be that hard at all. And bam, bam, boom, we now have the crystal growth chamber, which is pretty nice because this is going to allow us to do some pretty cool stuff. I don't think this requires a channel at all. Perfect. And the only thing that I'm going to need here actually is probably some acceleration cards. Acceleration cards are goated for speeding up your applied energistics machines. So let's go ahead and make the advanced cards. Ooh, we cannot make advanced cards. I saw something that I do not like in there. I think it is requiring the diamond wafer, even though it says it's currently unused. You know what? That's actually not even that bad. So redstone, this guy, and a diamond, and then that should give us what we're looking for here, which is the diamond wafers. I love how it said it wasn't used, and then here it is being used. Like, I got baited so hard. And boom, there is your advanced cards, which we're then gonna go ahead and turn into acceleration cards, so that way we can go ahead and speed up the growth of our stuff. And it requires Fluix. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and creative this. We only need one ever. There we go. Go ahead and drop that in there, and then give me 3 of these for this guy. And now that that's in there, what we can do is say, hey, give me some Fluix seeds or Fluix dust plus sand, and then that's gonna give us Fluix seeds like so, and then we can toss those in there, and look at how fast that's growing. I don't have to wait 8 hours for it to be finished. Oh my god. And boom, pure Fluix is done. That makes me so freaking happy. By the way, there's still like one more really hard thing that we have to do to get Applied Logistics up and running, and that is mechanism is still in our way. Excuse you, creeper. Do you remember a couple of episodes ago when I said I didn't know how I was gonna deal with large amounts of power? Well, I kind of figured out something really interesting about mechanism cables, and that is when you place them down, they add storage to the cables. Every cable that you place down adds storage to the cable. So as you can see, that says 320,000. If I place another one down, that now says 640,000. We can stack these as far and as long as we want. One, I think increase the transfer speed, but also the power storage. I think that's how that works, which is actually really freaking funny and cool all at the same time. So maybe doing mechanism isn't going to be a problem, I feel. Alrighty, I think we have already started this process in which we were trying to make the stuff that we need for the osmium crystals. So the electrolytic separator, we have that now. You know what? We're gonna need some gas tanks as well. Oh my god, you know what's gonna be really tricky about this now? I'm just realizing I'm so used to modern day mechanism where things are like not called gas tanks anymore. They're called like chemical tanks and all that fun stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and make the ultimate gas tank like so. And we're gonna want to go ahead and start putting down a bunch of drawers. I'm gonna use this side now because that side's running out of storage and we don't have any more channels, unfortunately. So yeah, I actually might want to remove one of my ME drives quickly and actually set this up. So grab 2 of these. The question is, where do I want to do this, right? That is the big question. Do I want to do it out here? I guess I do, right? So let's go ahead and put this down. And yeah, okay, we're gonna go ahead and break this down. Actually, no, we're gonna break this down here, and I'm gonna run a power cable to that, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. And then you're gonna do this and this. I'm gonna get some sort of infinite water source for you. And you know what? We're gonna also probably want to make energy upgrades and speed upgrades because yeah, that's gonna be really helpful for mechanism. So energy upgrades, I don't think I have the things to make it. I do, luckily. Do I have everything to make the speed upgrades? You know what? I think I was given some. I thought I was given some, but maybe I wasn't given some, and we're gonna have to craft it. So there we go. Beautiful. And that is really simple. This should be as simple as putting this on top of here with a bucket of water, of course. So let me go grab that. And then once we do that, I'm gonna have to run some cables over there, which we're gonna use our ultimate new friends, by the way. And you should do that. And then you're gonna get water. Beautiful. And then once I do that, you know what? Does this work in this version? Can I shift click this? I can. Oh my god, beautiful. I am so happy I can do that. Okay, perfect. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna run our ultimate cable from over here all the way over to our big capacitor bank. So boom, just like that. And that should start to go ahead and give power. Lovely. And this machine is now being powered. Lovely. Okay, so the next step is going to be sulfur dioxide, but I do want to try something really quickly, and we're going to make a rotary condensator because I want to be able to turn the fluids into gases. Ooh, that's actually quite expensive. Okay, so basic tank, and then the basic gas tank, and then the rotary condensator. here. Yeah, let's get that boy creative really fast. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn the gas into liquid and then the liquid back into gas using creative tanks is my plan. So if I quickly just, I guess I can do this down here, right? Doesn't really matter where I do this. The next step that we're gonna need though is we're gonna need a chemical oxidizer. Dear God, I am getting flashbacks galore. Okay, there we go. Personal chest. And then there you go. One of those. And then make one of those. What are we missing? The dynamic tank. Ooh, this is actually a really good tank, by the way, if you're looking for a multi-block tank. So if I take this and I just power it from the bottom and we give this guy some of this. Now, these machines are side dependent. And what we're going to need is some sulfur from our system. So sulfur, and let me get a few speed and energy upgrades. Those are the wrong ones. So speed upgrades and also energy upgrades for both of those machines because, well, yeah, we don't want them to be taking like 20 years to make stuff, right? So there we go, and get them upgraded. Drop that in there. That should start to go ahead and put that in there. Yeah, I might have to like rotate this machine a little bit or something like that. So like you rotate it that way, and I think you got to rotate this way. Like, this is so confusing. There we go. Liquid sulfur dioxide. Perfect. And let's get a bucket of that stuff, and we're gonna be able to take that and turn it back into itself using the rotary condensator without any problem. So if I take this and I think put this in here, no, is that not how that works? I'm a bit terrified to pick that up because it's gonna like destroy it. Maybe I can get away with a cardboard box if Cazador allows us to craft those. He does. Okay, cool. So I should be able to cardboard box this and move it like so, and then push this into a tank, right? So if I take the cardboard box and then we do that, and that should still have the stuff in it. It does. Beautiful. And that's gonna give me the creative tank back. So let's grab a creative tank. I've already had it in my inventory. What am I doing? Take this, throw it in here, and nope, go the other way. Okay, why are you not auto outputting to the side that I want you to? You are being a big pain in my butt. You know what? We can also give the fluid mechanical thingies. We can give these a try and see. Okay, so that is the right side for the fluids, by the way, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be connecting. Here's the thing. I cannot use a normal wrench on this. I have to use the configurator, and that's going to be relatively cheap. I need redstone infused sticks, which needs an induction smelter or an alloy smelter. Okay, so we need sticks, and I don't have any, so I guess oak planks and a dream. Alrighty, I should be able to say, hey, extract that, and that's not going into the tank. Why? You know what? You probably have to go in through the top. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Now I should be able to pick this up now, and it says sulfur dioxide. Perfect. Here's the thing. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to grab a chemical tank really fast, and we're going to go upstairs, and then we're going to have that go into, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we need to make sulfur trioxide next. So sulfur trioxide is going to need a thing. You know what? It's not showing here in the thing. That's kind of annoying. Will it show sulfuric acid? It won't even show sulfuric acid. That's really annoying. So I think I need a chemical infuser, and we're gonna need some oxygen for that. And you know what? We're probably gonna also want to upgrade our our gas pipes to be better, right? We want the ultimate tier gas pipe, and probably also the ultimate tier fluid pipe as well. Alrighty, let's take our chemical infuser and place it down right here like so, and then let's also tell you to output to the right, auto eject on, and then you, my friend, are gonna auto output into, I guess, this guy. Yeah, let's put this into a gas tank, and you're gonna rotary condensator this way, I think. So if I put this up here, and then you do that, and you're gonna oh, you don't like that, do you? Oh, that's kind of annoying that you don't really like that, but I guess what we could do, and another thing is going to be really annoying. So if I do this and we use a mechanical fluid pipe and then we use our gas tank here like so, that's going to hopefully work potentially. So if I do that, auto extract, perfect, and then you're going to auto extract into a gas tank, and just like that we have sulfur trioxide. And what we're going to go ahead and do is place our chemical gas tank right in front like so, and then we're hopefully going to get all that going. So that's getting power, that's making all that, that's not making all that, perfect. And the next machine that we're going to need, would you guess, is the rotary condensator. Yes, I know, crazy, because this guy is going to now need to make the water vapor for us to go ahead and be put into making the sulfuric acid. So if we look at the ME controller for a second and we go down the chain, which is going to need clean osmium slurry, which is going to require sulfuric acid, we're going to take the chemical infuser plus some water vapor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another chemical infuser right here. So that means if it goes there, we're going to need a gas tank there with this here, and then of course we're going to need another tank like so on top of here. Oh wait, that's not going to work, right? It has to go on the side. I keep forgetting that it has to be on the side. So we're going to need some basic mechanical pipes like so with a creative water tank like so, and then boom, and then that's going to get yourself some of that beautiful water vapor like so. Let's go ahead and make sure that we upgrade that with some beautiful energy and speed upgrades. And just like that, I should be able to go ahead and say, get the hell out of my way, and put this down, and then that should start filling up with water vapor. Beautiful. And then this guy is going to be placed down. I shouldn't have put that down, but I'm going to go ahead and place that down like so, and that's going to automatically start filling with that. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and make sure that this is auto outputting like so, and that's going to go ahead and auto output into the front here with sulfuric acid. Beautiful. And the only thing that these need is some beautiful speed upgrades like so, and then that should be pretty much good to go. Did I upgrade this? I think I did upgrade this. I did. Beautiful. And now that we have that, we should be pretty much good to go. Sulfuric acid is coming in, and the next step is going to require us to make the dissolution chamber. So the dissolution chamber is going to be relatively simple. It's going to need some basic chemical tanks like so, and boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now for this, we're going to need some actual osmium ore, which I might have to go to the nether and find, or I might be able to like relocate my ore chunks that I was doing with some stuff. Oh, I can use osmium gravel. I did not know that. Fair enough. So for us to use the osmium gravel, we are going to need to make a combiner really fast, which hopefully this is not too bad. Oh god, advanced PCBs. Okay, we just need printed circuit boards. Okay, that's actually relatively simple. So do I have everything that I need for that? So printed circuit boards, I have. It was printed circuit boards, yellow plastic, and like a few other things. I think it was, yeah, yellow plastic, compressed iron, and redstone alloy. Okay, that's actually relatively cheap. So yellow plastic, I'm gonna need one more of those. I'm gonna need some compressed iron. I think that was like times 4. So one of these plus 4 of those of all those resources should give us what we need. So this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. We are going to need one more bucket of plastic here. So it looks like I'm missing some stuff. So yellow plastic, give me. Perfect. And then make sure that you get thrown in there. Oh, is my thing picking up things through the thing? That's not ideal now, is it? Alrighty, let's go ahead and make the combiner like so. And then I think all I gotta do is place this down and then throw in the osmium gravel. It does look like it needs some sort of like juice. I think it requires like osmium maybe. So if I take this and I like throw this in here, does that work? It does not. So what is it requiring for the fluid here? Liquid stone. Okay, so I can just put some cobblestone in there and that should in theory give us everything that we need. Yes. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and I guess throw in some speed and energy upgrades. I know that we're not going to really need that for this, but there we go. Now that's done. So let's go ahead and make sure that we create, actually we'll create this upstairs. I don't think we need to creative this like right this second. So what I'll do is we're getting ready to do this. So we're gonna need the sulfuric acid. So let's go ahead and break this guy like so. And then we're gonna need some power over here. And once we do that, what we're gonna go ahead and do is put down the dissolution chamber like so, and go ahead and put down a drawer. Hopefully I can pipe items into this thing. I'm really hoping that's the case, in the top at least, right? So give me the osmium ore like so, and then creative that bad boy. The only thing that I didn't bring with me is item conduits. Alrighty, I got the logistics pipes here. Where did they go? Oh my god, my inventory is such a freaking mess. It's always a mess. It's never clean, I feel. There we go. And hopefully that's connected, so that means it's good. So you should start making the osmium clumps that we need, and then we need to purify them. So let's go ahead and, you know, give this speed upgrades as always. Yeah, there's the osmium slurry. So now we need to take that osmium slurry, and I think we need to wash it first before we can actually get the thing. So osmium crystals needs clean osmium, which needs a chemical washer, and that is just going to need some water, which is fine. So let's go ahead and put my jetpack back on. I really do need that Zavesio armor so I can just fly around. But yeah, so we're gonna need a chemical washer, whatever that means. So chemical washer is going to require a basic tank, and that is it. And then we're good to go with that. That's going to need some speed and energy upgrades, and I think that's all we need for this. Actually, no, we need one more machine, I think, right? So if we get the ME controller really quickly, that is going to require a chemical crystallizer, right? And then that is the last machine that we're going to need here. Hopefully, thankfully, the chemical crystallizer, again, relatively simple. Just going to need 2 more of these basic tanks, thankfully, and boom, and we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and go upstairs and plan out how we're going to want this to go, which is not going to be that hard, because you're gonna come right over here, and I'm gonna need another creative tank with some water. So let's grab that, boom, and make sure that you're exporting. Lovely. And that's starting to wash our chemicals, washing our osmium rather. So you don't get any upgrades. I was about to say, no way you don't get any upgrades. That would be like blasphemy. That would be crazy if you didn't get any upgrades. And then go ahead and do that. Perfect. And then the last thing that we're going to need here is going to be our chemical dissolution chamber like so, and give that the speed and the energy upgrades like so. Go ahead and make sure that we break this block right here. Make sure that this boy has some power, and that is all she wrote. And we're pretty much good to go in terms of the osmium crystals, right? So if I put this here, that should automatically output all of the osmium crystals once I go ahead to auto eject it like so. There is our osmium crystals. Grab a stack of those bad boys, and we're pretty much ready to build the ME controller, I think, right? We have all the things for it. So the ME controller is not ready. We need concentrated cloud seed, which is interesting. Another thing that we need is going to be the resident machine frame, which we need a Inderium gear for, a reinforced frame, some lumium, and a zombie electrode. I think we already have most of the things we need for that. So the zombie electrode we do not have, so we'll have to make that, which I don't think that's going to be too bad to make. It's just going to be, yeah, that's actually relatively cheap to make. So let's go ahead and do that. So zombie head, which is relatively simple. And then we're going to need a capacitor of some kind. And then we're going to need a thing of energetic alloy, 2 of those. And we're going to need 2 silicon, which is relatively cheap. And I think we can make the Inderium gear as well pretty simply by taking 4 Inderium and shoving it in this thing, which is not bad. So if I do that, throw that in there, and then this is going to come up here to the slice and splice, which is right here. So 2 energetic, 2 silicone, 1 basic capacitor, 1 zombie head, and we need an axe for that. So let's go ahead and grab that. That shouldn't be too bad at all. And I think we're pretty much good to go. Let's go ahead and make an iron axe. There we go. And we don't have any sticks. So an axe, please, and thank you. And take that and shove it into this guy really quickly. So boom, that should work. Beautiful. And that is your zombie electrode. And then the other thing that we need is the Enderium gear, which is currently sitting on the ground over here. The only thing that we don't really have at the moment is going to be the lumium. The lumium is going to be a little bit more tricky to make. Lumium is going to need glowstone, tin, and silver. So my plan, I guess, is let's just grab some silver ingots, some tin ingots, and I don't really know if I can do this or not. So usually in PO3, we can take it and throw it in the alloy smelter, but I don't think that is how this works. It is how this works. Okay, beautiful. With all the items, we're going to take the lumium, the zombie electrode, the reinforced frame, and the Enderium gear, toss in the assembly table upstairs, and then that should get us the reinforced machine frame. And just like that, we now have the reinforced resonant frame, which is good, which means we can actually get the applied energistics ME controller now, which is pretty exciting. Let's go ahead and drop that in there, give it a good old, creative bam bam boom, simple as that. And let's go ahead and take a look at the ME controller. The only thing that we're really missing at this point, I believe, is gonna be the cloud seed bucket, which is pretty darn expensive. It does look like we're missing skystone blocks, but I don't know why. I'm gonna have to figure that out. So this concentrated cloud seed bucket is gonna require us to take cloud seed plus either salt or clay. And how do we make cloud seed? Cloud seed is gonna be clay plus snow and water in the vat. Okay, so clay plus snow. That's a good question. Do we even have snow? And how do I get snow relatively easily? I can get it from the pure daisy, and that does look like the only way we can get it. Blitz rods, maybe, but I don't really see another way to get it. Do we have blitz rods? Not really. We don't have it. So that's interesting. So there's only one really good way to do this, and that is going to be to convert our pure daisy into a floating flower. And to do that, we're going to need a few things. So let's go up to our Britannia area really quickly and throw down some bone meal, get some grass really quickly, and grab ourselves a pasture seed. So if I do that, that should give me a pasture seed. Actually, you know what? It's not going to do that because guess what? We have our thingy down below. So we're going to have to get rid of that. This guy here. And now I should be able to get the pasture seed, right? By throwing this in here like so. Is that not how this works? So grass plus that, you know what? The stinking dislocator. There we go. That should give us our pasture seed, and that pasture seed plus a mystical fertilized flower. So pasture seed, and then we're gonna need a floating flower, right? So that, and you know what? Probably the pure daisy as well. That's not how that works. I guess not. So let's go ahead and grab this, and it's gonna require a glowing flower like so. Will give me this plus pasture seed plus dirt will give me what I'm looking for. And then this plus the pure daisy will give us the floating variant. Beautiful. And now that we have the floating variant, what we can do, by the way, you can place this anywhere in the world, but I'm gonna go ahead and place this here. And this is gonna allow us to go ahead and convert the water into snow, hopefully. Not too bad if I say so myself. So if I do this and then we put the water bucket down, that's gonna convert that into snow. And boom, this should be snow. Lovely jubbly. Now we can go downstairs, hopefully, and create this bad boy. We are gonna need this. So snow and clay plus water is gonna give us the cloud seed, and then give that some more clay, and it should in theory give us what we're looking for, which is the concentrated cloud seed bucket. So up here in our vat, oh, this is full of nasty stuff, right? Let's go ahead and get rid of that and put this back down. And that did not work. Now that we have cloud seed, what we're gonna do is take this and throw it in here like so, and then throw this in like so. So that should now get cloud seed, and we should start to see the concentrated cloud seed coming in, but I'm not seeing that. So concentrated cloud seed is going to require cloud seed plus clay balls, not actual clay brick. Right. Let's go ahead and make that. That should be simple enough. Just break one of these down and put it into here. Let's make sure that you're deleted. And perfect. There's 1,000 millibuckets of your concentrated cloud seed. I think I can do that, and then that should be fine. And there we go. Concentrated cloud seed. Perfect. And once we have this, all we got to do is, I think, get 2 buckets of it. I think it is requiring us to get. So if I put this down here and do this, I think we only need 2 buckets of this stuff. So bucket of concentrated cloud seed like so, and there's your 2 buckets. So we should be almost ready to make the ME controller. We are just, like I said, missing the skystone for whatever reason. That should be the last thing on our list of things to do. I thought we had skystone. You know what, we probably never converted it right into the block variant. So if I do this, and then, is it not how you do that? I guess it's not how you do that. So I got to take this, and to make skystone, we got to, I think there's got to be a specific way that we do this. I think we put it in a barrel with lava, potentially a stone barrel. So one of these bad boys with some lava, and I think that should give us what we're looking for. So U plus U, and then you're gonna need a little bit of lava, and then a little bit of skystone, of course. And once we do that, we should be good to go. So if I do this, yeah, perfect. And then you, my friend, are gonna get smelted in a furnace. And that is how you get your skystone block like so. And now we should be able to go ahead and say, hey, let's make the ME controller. Let's freaking go. Let's go. We got the ME controller. This is a big moment. And to set this up, all we got to do is break the energy acceptor like so, and put the ME controller down like so. And we're pretty much good to go, right? Now we can keep the energy acceptor, by the way. So what I'll probably do is put the energy acceptor here for now. Now this is not going to be our final resting place for this. So yeah, we're definitely going to want to do some other stuff. Can I quickly just grab like dense cables really quickly? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't have any dense cables, so that's kind of annoying. Let me just come over here quickly and grab some good old dense boys, and we should be able to say, hey, come down here and run our dense cable like so. And that's gonna give us 32 channels, like infinitely, right? And I'm gonna quickly take my conduit, and I'm gonna remove this conduit, and I'm gonna actually put the mechanism cable down. Mechanism cables are like 10 times better. Unfortunately, guys, we are out of time for today's episode of Project Ozone 2 Kappa Mode Creative. If you did enjoy today's episode, please do me a huge favor, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, ding dong that notification bell, and become a part of the Council of Elder. As always, guys, I love you. I'm gonna leave you till next time. Bye bye.